Well, church, good morning. Good morning. Grace and peace to you from God our Father on this beautiful Sunday morning. We gather in the sanctuary to be awakened from the slumber of winter. I am so excited that this many people remembered to change their clocks. I'll tell you that all day today, all this morning. I don't know if you've ever felt that at home. You feel a little bit off balance, because you know what time your watch says, but all of the other clocks in the house have a different time. And so you're kind of like, what is reality? What time is it? Right? If somebody once said that if you have one watch, you know what time it is. If you have two watches, you never know what time it is. So we're kind of in that balance right now to try and figure out. As a matter of fact, I don't know if you're aware of this or not, but in order to help me do the best that I can to stay on time, I have a clock up here that I kind of just try and make sure that I stay on time the best that I can. And so the nice part about that, it says that we have an extra hour before we have to get started, so we can just sit here and chat for an hour, because right now it's about 9:30 according to that clock. So I'm glad that you were able to get up, made church, and made your appointment with Christ an important part, that it becomes central to who you are and what you're about. Many of you are probably already aware that our church has been facing and been really rocked by a number of untimely deaths in our church family. Many of you are very familiar with Tammy Spurgeon. She passed earlier this week, and her memorial service will be on Tuesday. Visitation will be on Monday here in the main sanctuary from 6 to 8, and then the funeral will be on Tuesday at noon. Now, following that, there will be a fellowship meal that you can greet the family and be in fellowship with them following that. Many of you also knew Jerry Bays. Jerry passed last week as well, and his memorial service will be on Friday at 2 o'clock, at 1 o'clock, I believe. 1 o'clock, sorry, if I messed that up. It'll also be here in the main sanctuary, and following his committal, there will also be a time of fellowship with the family down in the fellowship hall. So we're going to continue to lift them up in prayer, but I think that sometimes if we really kind of settle down, we all have faced the loss of someone that we knew in our lives. But as we gather here, this is where Easter becomes real. Any other time, our mission and our message, it can become theoretical. It can become optional. It can become just another part of who you are. But in moments like this is where it hits home. This is where you embed it in your heart, and it becomes who you are. We bring all of our tears, our doubts, our grief before the majesty of this cross. I'm going to be honest with you. A lot of the other churches that I have served, they all have that brass cross, the one that I'm talking about. And that's wonderful. It is a reminder of who we are. But you people gather before this is amazing. Can you sit here today and not go, who is this? That even the winds and the waves obey him. That he calls out and says, you don't need to fear death. Where I am, you will be also. And we hold on to that, and that's who we are. So let us rejoice in the victory that is ours, in life, in death, and in life beyond death. Let us give thanks. Spring is coming, right? In the midst of death, spring is coming. That means it's going to get more light. It's going to get warmth. And I know this week has been wonky, and we've had snow, but the snow is beginning to run away. And we look forward to the bursting of new life. I hope that you are as well. And that means next Sunday, a week from today, we're going to have a fellowship meal following the worship service. We're going to have it. If you go to the doctor and you If you go to the doctor and you make an appointment, you're going to get a checkup in some fashion or another. Or maybe there's a cough that you need to deal with, or a sore throat or something, but there's something that you need addressed in your life. This morning, your appointment is with the mighty God. Let us prepare our hearts for worship. Who we can become. We come before you asking that you guide our thoughts and our actions, awaken us to the possibilities that lie before us, and help us to become the church and the light that you have offered to us.